Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Oh, my dear Biscuit.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous.
I should try and rescue Garniff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away.
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
How magnanimous.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, Booba Tuber pus. Booba Tubers do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
What precisely are booba-tubers?
Disgusting things, really, covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates.
How on earth did you discover that booba-tuber pus clears one's skin?
One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely rather than merely thinning them. My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on her own. Poor thing. I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure booba-tuber pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Marvellous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few booba-tubers, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
Revelio.
Into the Forbidden Forest for booba-tubers. I hope it's worth the risk. Revelio. Hogsmeade.
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo.
Crucio.
Depulso. Confringo. Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh.
Can't say I'm...
I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into...
Revelio.
Shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Here. Bombarda.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Bombarda.
Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Theophilus Harlow came by here.
You are here. Good.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Often enough.
My husband! What will I do?
Revelio.
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead! He killed him!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow! I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
I don't mean to be grim, but could Harlow have taken him?
Archie's satchel is missing, so he may have left on his own. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command. A miserable, awful creature. Vicious and murderous.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
We'll find your son, Mrs. Pickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio!
Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Levioso! Descendo! Glacis! Expedego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Bombarda! Glacius! Defendo!
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio! Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never over...
Revelio!
At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are
Revelio.
beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death comfort.
Arrest them.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like
Accio.
yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was
Revelio.
a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defender. Bombarda. Crucio. That was a mistake. Arresto momentum. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Descendo. Glacius. Defender.
No mistakes.
Bombarda. That's the best you can Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Descendo. Glacius. Crucio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
They got what they deserved.
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Tend to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Arrest the momentum.
Depulso. Descendo. Child play. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Descendo. Defender.
Made it great.
Expelliarmus.
Will you hold still?
Crucio. Glacius.
Such agility.
Bombarda. Potato. Stupid. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Arrest the momentum. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
They got what they
Revelio.
deserved.
Please, I need your help.
Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open.
Aloha, Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Oh, Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also
Bombarda.
took Otto's name.
I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help.
Revelio.
I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you
Aloha,
for your help
Mora.
today.
Revelio. Revelio.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Revelio.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Levioso!
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Revelio.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor, still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about
Revelio.
this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
Graficus Totalis.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately...
Revelio.
Graficus Totalis.
Revelio.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. That's a brilliant idea.
Then I waft it to a sinking strike back. Graficus Totalis.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me...
Graficus Totalis.
What was that?
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
Revelio.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
You're the one we're looking for, and you're a friend.
Let's play, Fred.
Accio.
One less human to worry about.
Descendo. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Predator. Crucio.
Cover up, boy. Wait.
Arresto Momentum.
Back for more.
Leviosa. Descendo. Defender.
The lab returns to the little crew.
Accio.
Spirited, eh?
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! That rope will want its dragon intact!
It's totalis.
Don't think you'll get it out of here.
Right gymnastics will save you.
Descendo. Protego. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Crucio.
Back for more.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Arresto Momentum.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. My pulse.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
Expelliarmus!
Shame you're dying. Still just the smell of death.
All right.
Ready.
The elements of surprise will by us in seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrod will want his dragon intact!
Levioso! Descendo! Place Potato! Places! Bombardo!
Levioso!
Accio! Levioso! Descendo! Places! Expelliarmus!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. You're not going to...
Stop right there! I won't let that happen again. Up for a minute time. Enjoy suffering, do you? I've never seen one for gardening.
Expelliarmus! Fight fire! Stupid one! Glacier! Accio! Confringo! Levioso!
That's mine!
Bombardo!
Never did
Close. Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
Let's see you.
Descendo! Expelliarmus!
You find for it.
Depulso!
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up. Aim for the ring at the front of her restraints.
Confringo! Accio! This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It'd be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the...
Revelio. Revelio.
Castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Revelio.
Oh, I shall enjoy this.
If only Professor Fig could have seen that.
Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
So this is the underground harbor.
Revelio.
Oh, please don't waste that lovely complexion on such a frown.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel...
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Antipodean Opali.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A Letherfold.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Letherfold?
The Knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus Charm. The only known survivor of a Letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct! In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Rune's Paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the Rune's Paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Stooging.
The answer was actually haversacking. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Bad luck.
Correct! Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Sopophorus bean.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
His wand.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the Kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Revelio.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Such skill.
settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented...
Wonder who lives here.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead. Revelio.
I'll let you lead.
Only I could get my hands on.
No one enters this mine.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Protego.
You're not even trying.
Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. You won't stop me.
Pathetic.
City. Not quite. Bombard.
I won't rest
until Repulsor.
That was pitiful.
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defendo. Accio. Levioso.
I will.
Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Revelio.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we can fight our way through or be discreet. Instantly.
Which one I
Glacius. Protego.
Why can't I hit you?
Expelliarmus.
You almost had a lucky shot.
Deport.
One less.
Ringo.
No! Oh, I will make you.
Once again, we can fight our way through or be discreet. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Accio. Revelio.
Fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
I should tell you, rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Revelio. For better or for worse.
I won't rest.
Protego.
Someone's been taken out.
Bombarda. Repulsor. This mine looks like a tomb. Revelio.
Disposed of accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to follow.
Crazy. The parcel. See that if you Levioso. Descendo. Levioso. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Bombardier. Revelios are in here. Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Incendio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Wingardium Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or solar signs. Under of
Smash it.
real. Should have thought to climb the stairs.
Revelio. Confringo. Reparo. Revelio. Leviosa. Descendo. Glacier. Defender. Expelliarmus. Repulso. Revelio.
Rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. We're making quick work.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos. Lumos.
Revelio. Lumos. Depulso. Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Sendo. Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
What was that? Not your best moment, I feel. You don't believe it.
Stupid boy. Arrest the momentum. Potato.
Rather up wide, coming back this way.
Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Bombarda. We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they...
Levioso. Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Crucio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo.
We certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it. Confringo.
Fun to fight with.
Revelio. Confringo. Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Wingardium Leviosa.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Revelio. Revelio.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Please. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Incendio! Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I saw what you did! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them historically speaking.
The tales of beetle the
You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
Accio!
Those that go to Azkaban never had a chance in the first place.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Apparently, she
Revelio.
feathers. On feathers, you say? Yes. Must have a bit of a soft heart. Wouldn't have pegged her for that. Was quite surprised when she told me. I'd agree. I always saw Ethel Wigley as more of the ruthless kind.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
I find myself scurrying home at night these days.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours.
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Deek never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those thestrals. Please let Deek know once you've bred them.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
What are you up to now? I need some help!
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso, Depulso, Arresto Momentum, Crucio.
Time to teach someone a lesson!
Protego.
You're after the golden snitch!
Stupefy. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Stupefy. Bombardo.
Levioso!
Depulso. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso.
Levioso!
Accio.
You disgusting hell!
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Descendo. Glacius. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. That's the student who stole our hippogriff. Levioso.
I'd have taken your life before you...
Accio. Stupefy. Incendio. Confringo.
Head in the clouds, Reductor!
Depulso. Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Defender. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Crucio. It's no Savior. Benitez.
Petrificus Totalis! On your toes, my little treacle!
Accio. Incendio. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Now you've gone too far.
Descendo.
Petrificus Totalis!
Accio. Levioso. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Crucio. Bombardo.
This has become personal.
Confringo.
Stand still.
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Expelliarm. Give it back. Careful. This one packs a punch. Well, you'll have to do death from above.
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Watch out for you.
Glacius.
Defender. Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helm you stole.
Bombarda.
No!
Try not to make it.
Incendio.
I think I might rather Potato!
We had plans for that hypocrite you stole. Incendio!
Confringo.
Potato!
Leviosa.
I'm not done with you.
Glacius. Defender. Potato.
Must be so.
Let's see what you make of my
Descendo. Accio. Leviosa.
I'll check your
Incendio.
pocket.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Peace.
This should be. Rookwoods don't go down. It's the
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Descendo.
You're no match for me.
Glacius. Defender. Protego. Stupefy.
Please.
Accio. Incendio.
Hold steady, little dingle.
Incendio.
Marvelous strike.
Depulso.
You die for that.
Arresto momentum. Crucial.
Ricky, little
Accio. Confringo. Bombardo. Depulso. Accio.
Hard to pin down. Confringo! That ought to warm you up.
Glacius. Defender. Descendo.
Surprised you're not fighting trouble.
Confringo. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Protego. Stupefy. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Bombardo. Crucio. Confringo. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
You'll regret.
Glacius. Defender. Protego.
Teach someone a lesson!
Crucio. Bombardo. Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defender.
Let's play, friend.
Incendio.
Enjoy this.
Protego. Stupefy. Arresto momentum.
Levioso!
Crucio.
Levioso!
Depulso. Accio. Protego. Levioso.
I refuse to be treated in this manner!
Incendio.
You have been casting.
Accio. Depulso.
Now you just get out of my way.
Let's talk of
You'll never be able to.
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy.
Levioso!
Accio.
Hold still!
Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Levioso!
Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso.
No! A lucky shot! Levioso!
Accio.
How's the view? Levioso!
Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy.
Teach someone a lesson!
Incendio.
Reducto.
Only Confringo. Bombarda.
Damn you!
Crucio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Arresto Momentum. Repulso. Expelliarmus.
Look what you've done.
I'm Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
What a look
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Glacius. Defender.
What are you
Arresto
doing,
Momentum.
John?
Crucio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Depulso.
What have you done?
Descendo. Defender. No one to share in my victory. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda.
Enjoy this.
Expelliarmus. Descendo. Glacius. Protego. Don't stupefy. Glacius. Defender. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Arresto Momentum. Crucio.
Pay for your deed.
Stupefy. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Bombarda.
To regret that. You may be glad to see you.
Arresto Momentum is Crucio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Protego.
Can't hold out.
Stupefy. Depulso. Accio. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Glacius. Arresto Momentum. Depulso.
You've made a great mistake. You will pay for your deed.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso. Descendo. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
I'm scared of heights!
Let's see you
Expelliarmus.
survive.
Glacius. Defender. Crucio. Revelio. One less poacher in the wizarding world. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Bombarda. Crucio. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Glacius. Defender. Protego. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Bombarda.
Never coming.
Stop right there!
Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Bombarda. Incendio. Arresto Momentum. Slate. Defender. Stupefy. Descendo. Crucio. Bombarda.
Expulsor.
Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Incend. Levioso. Glacius. Defender.
You'll regret this for the rest of your... You're not...
Descendo.
Ha! Time to teach
Arresto.
someone a lesson!
Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Levioso!
Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Debolso. Stupefy. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Crucio. Bombarda. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Depulso. Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defender. Protego. Stupefy. 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 Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Stupefy. Bombarda. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Crucio. Bombarda. Confringo. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy.
Not to do that. Expulso!
Arresto momentum. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
Hey, that's mine!
Confringo. Bombarda. Depulso.
Dark magic, eh? This is your first duel?
Death!
Expelliarmus. Do you believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself? Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Stupefy. Allow me to put you. Levioso. Misery. Incendio.
Just wait till I come down.
Defender. Expelliarmus.
My friend. And will you hold still? Liquids don't go down. To your knees.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Descendo. Glacius. Defender.
Found me over.
Incendio. Confringo.
You've made a great mistake.
Levioso.
Had enough. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Depulso.
You've made a mistake.
Incendio. Confringo.
Protego. Incendio.
Arresto momentum. Accio.
To regret that.
Incendio. Bombarda. Crucio. Glacius. Defender.
You've made a great mistake.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Descendo.
You will pay for your deed.
Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Hold up.
Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda.
You're going to regret that.
I've had more painful than that. Incendio.
You've made a great mistake.
Accio. Confringo.
Back here.
Bombarda. Accio. Incendio.
Burning sensation.
Confringo. Protego.
Too slow.
Arresto momentum. Depulso. Stupefy. Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Arresto Momentum! Crucio! Glacius! Stupefy! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Descendo! Stupefy! Confringo! Bombardo! Stupefy! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Crucio! Bombardo! Incendio! Protego! Flank! Laceration! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Bolso! Bombardo! Crucio! Depulso! Defendo! Incendio! Confringo! Bombardo! Protego! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Crucio! Some unskippable curse on me! Glacius! Defendo! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Defendo! Protego! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Stupefy! Arresto Momentum! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Glacius! Defendo! Accio! Incendio! Bombardo! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Defendo! Protego! Stupefy! Crucio! Bombardo! Accio! Incendio! Descendo! Glacius! Incendio! Confringo! Bombardo! Levioso! Accio! Protego! Incendio! Confringo! Crucio! Expulsion!
Petrificus Frontalis!
Quite
Accio!
aren't we?
Expelliarmus! Descendo! Incendio! Confringo!
Petrificus Totalis!
Glacius! Defendo!
Go.
Depulso!
Barely felt anything that took death from above.
Levioso! Glacius! Defendo! Descendo! Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Stupefy!
You will pay for your...
Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! They're killing us. Glacius! Descendo! Defendo!
Just the beginning.
Bombarda! Depulso!
You're going to regret that.
Incendio!
Arresto not a match for me.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Depulso! Bombarda!
What's this? I'll check your
Incendio! Confringo!
Potato! Incendio!
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Potato! Bombarda!
You've made a great.
Stupefy! Depulso! Accio! Incendio! Stupefy! Confringo! Crucial!
Make it stop!
Stupefy! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Potato! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Stupefy! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Stupefy!
Bringo! Bringo!
Potato! Stupefy! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Confringo! Bombarda! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Incendio! Confringo! Crucio! Glacius! Defender! Potato! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Bombarda! Stupefy! Depulso! Levioso! Stupefy! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Stupefy! Crucio! Glacius! Defender! Protego! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Defender! The hunt begins!
Let's play, shall
You think you're safe with that special magic? But get it up!
Incendio! Confringo! Bombarda! Crucio! Glacius! Defender! Incendio!
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Arresto momentum!
Let's play Shred
Stupefy! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
We got from here!
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Bombarda! Electricity!
I won't go
Crucio! Depulso! Arresto momentum! Descendo! Glacius! Defender!
No way! I'm gonna regret coming.
Accio!
I hope you have your
Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Incendio! Descendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Bombarda! Arresto momentum!
Think you're funny?
Depulso!
You've got quite a few of my friends in the ground, and I...
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
Someone's taken to the Dark Half. That's nothing!
Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Defender!
Confringo!
Incendio! Levioso! Descendo! Confringo! Bombarda!
Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Defendo! Incendio!
Do you really think you can fetch me?
Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo!
Levioso!
Stupefy! Stupefy!
Levioso!
Incendio! Confringo!
Levioso!
Bombarda! Crucio! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Bombarda! Accio! Incendio!
Life ends here.
Descendo! Glacius! Stupefy! Glacius! Defendo! Crucio!
Teach someone a lesson!
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Bombarda! Venites! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Arresto momentum! Glacius! Defendo! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio!
Coward! What me feeling?
Levioso! Confringo!
Takes gumption. He's stumbling hypocrite.
Expulsiarmus! Debolso!
Expulso. Death from above.
Expelliarmus! Arresto momentum! Glacius! Defendo!
Straight in this one.
Confringo! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius!
You let Laura
Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Confringo! Stupefy!
You're a bitch!
Accio! Stupefy!
rise and fight.
Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus!
You will pay for your deed.
Stupefy!
I'll be that one first.
How are you doing this?
Crucio!
Oh, what's the light going out of your eyes?
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender!
Some of those bastards were
Incendio! Confringo!
should have kept your distance.
I see you.
Accio! Incendio! Descendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Bombarda!
Oh, I'm gonna eat your face.
Stupefy! Accio!
The flame
Stupefy! Incendio!
Incendio!
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Descendo! Stupefy!
What have you done? Levioso!
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Levioso! Descendo!
You came to the wrong place.
Defendo! Stupefy! Crucio!
What have you done?
Incendio! Confringo! Bombarda! Bombarda! Arresto momentum! Incendio! Confringo! Depulso! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso! Depulso! Descendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Not so tough now,
Accio! Incendio!
Now you've
Confringo!
gone too far.
Bombarda!
all you got? Quite conductive.
Defender. I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less. Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Protego. Stupefy. Don't stupefy.
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Defender. Confringo. Bombardo. Depulso.
You've been known to use the dark arts, haven't you?
You will pay our fortune for you. Stop right there.
Expulso!
Accio. Protego.
You'll have to fight it.
That was a mistake.
Descendo. Expelliarmus.
Avoiding our problem.
Now you've done it.
Accio.
Found me a rat.
Descendo. Glacius. Defender. Protego.
Flowers all grow from your... Time to teach someone a lesson. Let me out some.
Descendo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Crucio. Arresto momentum.
Would you like me to put you down? Levioso!
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Bombardo. Glacius.
Levioso!
Descendo. Expelliarmus.
Confringo.
Protego.
Nice batter.
Confringo. Levioso.
How's the view?
Accio.
Incendio.
Oh, it's a bit like a... Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus.
A what?
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Bombardo. Accio. Incendio. Descendo. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Bombardo. Accio. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Crucio. Accio.
Better than that.
You're in a heap of trouble.
Bombardo. Defender. Glacius.
What have you done?
Descendo. Expelliarmus.
Stop that.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Crucio. Bombardo. Accio. Incendio. Descendo.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Protego.
I'm not done with
Allow me to put you out.
Time for summer.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
You can't hold up.
Nice try.
Glacius.
To your knees.
Defender. Expelliarmus.
Pay for your
Accio. Incendio.
I think I might rather enjoy this.
Depulso.
coward.
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio.
I'll check your pocket. Stop right there. What have you done?
Crucio. Depulso.
You die.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Defender.
Thought you could hide.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Bombardo. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Confringo. Arresto Momentum. Crucio. Glacius. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. Bombarda. Cursed fiends. Glacius. Defendo.
Stop right there!
Expulso. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus.
Time to teach someone a lesson!
Stupefy. Arresto Momentum. Crucio. Bombarda.
Yeah.